Empress. I'm getting so many downloads. So, y'all, there's something about some individuals who bonded over some type of deep seated trauma. For one of the traumas for whoever story this is, these people could have bonded over an absent father. There's something significant about a feminine um, validating her imbalanced masculine energy, and to the extent of their reasoning for their overprotective nature or overprotective energy. This could be somebody um, who professes that they're just naturally overprotective over people that they love and care for, because of the absence of some type of masculine authority figure. So that's one of the deep seated traumas. If it's not that, this could have something to do with some feelings of abandonment, emotional, physical abandonment of some kind that these people bonded over, um, some type of neglect. Um, I don't know, like there can so there's something significant about somebody who's attention seeking trying to milk this narrative as much as they can, like whatever this uh trauma story is, or what they use to kind of get into somebody's heart space, or to make somebody comfortable, to allow them to um do things they wouldn't normally allow anyone to do. Um, yeah, heavy illusion. Someone. So I was picking up on the song "Heathens" by 21 Pilots. All my friends are heathens. Take it slow. Wait for them to ask them who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. You don't know the half of the abuse. Please don't make any sudden moves. These could be people who are very impulsive. These could be people who are jittery, easily triggered, high energy. Um, there's something about people who are very high energy for fuck shit, okay? Or bullshit, or just to bullshit around. But lazy when it comes to things about you that they don't that they don't accept, or that they ridicule. Um, there's something significant about you being mature, like since a very young age, or being very mature minded, um, in your intentions in your dealings with people, that people could be trying to use age as an excuse to be immature, okay, or to be abusive, like verbally abusive, emotionally, psychologically abusive, spiritually abusive. Um, free accident. Damn. Anyway, so someone could have experienced some type of free accident. This could be um what some energies bonded over these could even be family members. This could be family members who bonded over some type of tragedy or a free accident that they collectively experienced. Um, and so they have like this loyalty to one another, but there's one of them that's kind of like too much, or kind of overdoes it, or I don't even know if I should say like uh I'm trying to figure out like the best words. Like one of them is just way more hype than the other one. Like one is more like hype and childlike and vengeful and selfish, that type of shit. And the other one is like more logical, more relaxed, more I don't even know why I want to say cynical, um, inquisitive, observant, investigative, right? Compassionate, slow to react. So there could be something about a dynamic of someone who's impulsive and the other is slow to react. And the one who's impulsive rubbing off on the one who's slow to react, um, or who's more like a gentle storm, brewing gentle storm type of person. Like, or it takes a lot. This could be somebody who has a lot more control. Um, Somebody could have so much control to the point where there's a mixing of the signals, as in like so much control that they restrict themselves from energies that are good for them. I was even hearing right before I went live, I was getting so many downloads. I was hearing somebody chant over somebody like, "May you cut off everyone who's good for you and protect those who are bad for you." Like, what the fuck? Like, it was a chant. Like, it came through clear as day. May you cut off those who are good for you, who are healthy for you, those who are good for you, and protect those who are bad for you, unhealthy for you. Like, this could be some type of chant, some type of spell, some type of wish or prayer that somebody casted over somebody, particularly. Um, Also, I was getting this energy about mirroring, right? Like really, really mirroring, as in I was thinking about the Us movie, right? The Upside Down World, Stranger Things. So, you know the Us movie when they was showing her when she was a little girl, how life was in the upside world when she was in dance and stuff like that, and the foods that they would eat, and how in the upside down world, how they were eating rabbits, like rabbits that were like it's just yo, it's like there was this mimic um lifestyle, but obviously one of their conditions weren't that good. So that energy was coming out for a reason. Um, for some reason. So y'all, something could have really been a total misunderstanding. Like there could even be something about you having some type of epiphany, like about how you showed up in a situation. Okay, you being completely accountable. There's okay. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this. Okay. Yo, there's something significant about you and somebody you was dealing with. Y'all was on the same timing. Like if y'all was in like an open connection or like situationship, but you know, y'all had boundaries. Like it was just you feel me, only y'all two do a certain thing, you feel me, but you know, y'all have platonic connections. Um, so there's something about you guys being up to speed, you know, like you're just dating, you're just talking, whatever. But you still have like this loyalty, like there's a certain boundary, okay, that's not supposed to be crossed. But you guys, for the most part, you know, you're kind of mirroring each other's lives, you know, socially and stuff like that. Um, Something was blown out of proportion because of how it looked, because of how something looked, the timing, the order, like whatever. So there could even been like some type of active unsettling that was, you know, present between y'all. And so the timing of something that was done could have made something seem way worse than what it actually was. Okay. Um, Something may not have really been that serious. Somebody could have been thinking that they were communicating clearly, and maybe they were. Maybe somebody could have been blinded with um emotion, okay, in a situation. Uh, or something really could have been innocent. Something really could have been innocent. So I was picking up on that too. So there's going to be a conversation had because I'm getting like it's inevitable for the conversation to be had because what is believed or feared or these phobias of what may have happened didn't actually happen. And there's going to be like some type of clarity of what was actually going on. Some of you guys, the clarity can be as immediate as how has things been going in your life? You know, when it comes to you connecting with others and stuff like that. Those same dynamics, um, it's like it's given these same dynamics was manifesting in a counterpart's life. Um, Even amidst like separation, okay, or no contact. So yeah, some of you guys are gonna get there's something about you guys following the guidance and the urge to cloak yourself, to retreat, to be more discreet or to be more private about certain things or about your presence or to be more selective with your presence and stuff like that because there are some individuals or particular individual that's like waiting for you to post post up. They're waiting to get um, a visual um, image of you or expression of you, video, whatever. Like somebody's waiting for you to show yourself so that they can do some type of rituals over you. Okay, like there's something about them feeling like they need some type of fresh. They need it to be fresh, like something the most recent of you, like, and they're trying to use this for some type of ritual. Okay, so you guys could be peeping game and combating this, pray like with your prayers, with your meditation, with you being in a state where your intuition it's like your mind, these things are retrievable unto you. You're not so heavily saturated and overly stimulated and your nervous system goddamn somatic everything just overly vibrating, like, and not in a fluid manner, like more so chaotically. Um, and I feel like that can cause inflammation. I feel like the things that uh people try to arouse spiritually and energetically, like those things that we cannot see, like there's a direct connection. There's no, I feel like it's proven. It's proven actually. We know this. We know that it's proven that whatever is going on with you energetically or how energy, even external energies can impact and affect your energy directly, like water, like how you can completely shift the energy and frequency of water. It's just like us. It's like you it's like it's no mystery to really solve. It's like the same tactic was just constantly recycled on you for years through different people. And people kind of just recycling or in a way using the fact that you've already been wounded a particular type of way. Um just kind of almost like just like so it's one thing to have a scrape. It's another thing to have a scratch. It's another thing to have an open wound. It's another thing for, okay, it's just a wound. Okay, you heal that. It's another thing for it to be a wound and then it's infected. It's like somebody wanted to um like really, like if a visual was somebody taking a tool, it's almost like that or somebody taking their finger and digging it into somebody's bullet wound. It's like that's the energy that that these energies have been in with you, with somebody, and like just kind of weakening them over time, like directly attacking their vitality, like directly attacking the solar plexus, identity, ego, healthy ego. Like, so somebody doesn't have a healthy sense of ego. So somebody's ego is fractured. I'm seeing a masculine. So it's oh, so this was done to masculines and feminines. It really doesn't matter. But they were showing me a visual of a masculine where this person's psyche was really toyed with for real. Like somebody's gentle, um, lover boy, kind, uh, submissive, people pleasing, sweetheart energy was like, bruh, like, damn, damn. I don't know why this matter, but they're even showing me like you gotta be mindful about that speaking over a child, talking about so you're gonna be a heartbreaker and shit, like because of what they look like. Or I don't know, there's something about somebody speaking loosely over somebody, like or toward or about considering someone a parent, a guardian, or close associated individuals just speaking loosely over somebody or this person's situations and things that they're currently experiencing and maneuvering through, like people just loosely speaking, like speaking ignorant shit, but it's like spells, spells. It's like a slow, it's like a growing infection, like just growingly. I don't even think that's is that a word, but it's just increasingly infecting somebody's psyche. This could be there's somebody here who definitely question, or this could be me. Yo, this was done. Oh my god, this was done to you. This was done to a person here. This could have been done to the both of you, bro. I don't know, but somebody really questioned their sanity. Like had like somebody really was questioning or find themselves in moments where they were questioning their sanity. Cause it's like, yo, like I was hearing earlier how is it a sacrifice to water yourself down or make yourself small in order to be able to even maintain a connection with somebody or some people? Is that sacrificial? You know, um, is that sacrificial? Is that a quiet form of kill, steal, and destroy? Or can that be considered that? Because this is given like people trying to spin illusions over normalizing a toxic behavior. Like, I don't even care if it's like, oh, several families, several generations. most groups do this or engage in a particular behavior. I'll give y'all an example. Um, Someone was asked for a favor. They rejected the favor because they wanted to preserve their resources. The person who asked for the favor kept pushing the request of the favor. Um, and so it was a matter of the person already setting a boundary. And it's like they shouldn't have to over explain why that boundary is set. Some of you guys could be guilty of this. Some of you guys could be guilty of this. Okay? Because mind you, we're picking up on like self accountability, reflection, introspection. Some of you guys could be experiencing moments, social moments where these same things are playing out like with other people or like the position in the scenario is different. Like where you may have been like first person, you know what I'm saying? You may be third person now, like, something like that. But something is replaying itself to kind of give like to broaden a perspective or to bring clarity to how boundaries were crossed, to how, signals were mixed, why things became unaligned. So somebody could have stepped in to defend this person because it's like this person's boundaries were not being respected. And it was valid. Um, but you could have like really, really been in need, like really been in some type of like dark storm, unexpected storm. And maybe this was one of the only people that you really trusted or that you really had in your life for real, for real. Like, and somebody felt like that was too much. That was just too much responsibility that they felt like they were not ready for. Okay, they felt like that was too much. So even though that could have been the case, you know, ultimately you kind of just pulled up your big boy jeans, big girl jeans, you feel me, and roll that shit out, you feel me, the best of your ability, like even by your alone, you're lonely for some of you. Um, but yeah, there's something about somebody even knows that even if there was a misunderstanding, even if somebody does feel like you have ways about you where they feel like you're stonewalling because you're triggered or whatever. Um, Somebody still feels like you're the kind of mind, the kind of spirit, the kind of person where you will still take accountability. Like if somebody clearly communicates, somebody feels like if you guys clearly communicate, you guys can actually get past something, or somebody feels like it just would have been better to have clearly communicated something, or just there's something about the need to take accountability on both parts, on both sides. So I'm seeing like white. I'm seeing like white flags and white clothes and um white birds. Like Like somebody could want to surrender, like somebody could want to wave the white flag type energy, but there's something about accountability on both parts. There were there's something about there are ways where you both feel short. Okay. I feel like too, this is you guys meditating, or is there some type of like what's oh shit, it's Gemini season, that's why. I was about to say, like, is there some type of significant Mercury energy going on? Like, your shadow side. Your shadow side. Oh my God. So you're being accountable about your shadow side. Both of you guys are being accountable about about your shadow side. Okay. Um. Hmm. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So going back to that energy of all my friends are heathens. Okay. There's something about some individuals bonding over some type of severe betrayal, and kind of doing something that started off as liberating, like even if there was some type of like darkness to it, like it's even I was channeling heavy metal earlier, like heavy metal, like the music heavy metal, like even if or there could be something significant about heavy metals. Okay. Somebody could need a heavy metal cleanse, somebody could be dealing with some type of poisoning from heavy metals. There's something about heavy metals or just heavy metals in general. Jewelry could be significant. Um, but yeah, it's like something used to feel like freeing, liberating. Like, and yes, it could have involved drinking, smoking, anything like that. Like, but there was something about rebelling to a betrayal or let me break this down. This is somebody who shows up in a connection healthy, or at least to the best of their ability. They're not, they're being loyal. They're doing this. They're doing that. Whatever. They get their heart broken. Um, they connect with other people who experience these type of betrayal dynamics. They kind of bond together on like being, assholes and just, being free. Like it's giving full need free, like it's giving. And so something started off as liberating. This can even be like how they were treated. No, 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 no. This can even be like how somebody felt like they were treated by us, like by others, by social environments, social groups, communities. This would be ugly duckling energy, like somebody who's to be treated like the ugly duckling. I'm thinking about Mike Jones. Think about Mike Jones. I'm thinking about Mike Jones. Back then they did want me. Now hot they out. Like somebody could have like took revenge on like particular people, a particular group of people. Um, this could be like ethnicity of people. This could be colorism. This could be gender. This like I don't know. It's something like that. It's something like that. Um. hmm. Yeah, like there's something significant about mixing of the signals, like signals being mixed. Like, you're my mom. You're not supposed to talk to me like that. Like, you probably shouldn't be treating me like that. You probably shouldn't be doing this. You're my mom. You're my dad. Like, you're my sister. What? You're my bro. Like, you're not supposed to be doing like, why, how could you? Like, what, that. It's given that, like, mixing the signals. And so those signals remain mixed even when you go out in the real world, like it's happening with family and closer individuals, and you're getting around people that you don't know. Like, it's I don't know. It's like something healthy seemed abnormal to somebody. Something that was healthy that you were providing or embodying seemed abnormal to somebody. It was abnormal to the normality of the toxicity that they're accustomed to. So, whoa, like I don't even, yo, like, the fuck? Damn, how the hell I get over here in this conversation saying this stuff? But, mm. Yeah, like, what if there was a situation, a third party, where the person really was just genuinely cool with them, and what if the other person though wanted something more? What if you was also cool with somebody who wanted something more with you? Okay, but you still set a boundary, and that boundary was respected. You get what I'm saying? Like, even if there was a little temptation or whatever, it's like it wasn't strong enough to um like cross, that boundary, like that main boundary. A boundary that's associated with somebody that you have a connection, like a special connection with. You feel me? Like a romantic dynamic. So, but the simple fact of how attractive this person is, or how attracted you are to your counterpart, or to that person, or how attractive. Oh my God! Now I'm getting tongue tied. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? So somebody could be getting tongue tied, like stuttering. Somebody could do this, like when they're talking to you, like somebody could just get nervous or like anxious about the potentiality of like outcome with you. You know, um, things can either go like absolutely amazing, like fantastical, like a dream come true, or it can be, you know, a nightmare, like the worst nightmare of their life, like because of how much they care about you, because of how much they love you, because of how good it feels to be loved by you. And just imagine if something was to replay in their life, such as abandonment, such as neglect. Okay, if that was to replay out in their life with somebody like you, somebody feel like that will literally, like that will be the ultimate like kryptonite, or that will be the ultimate like that's what's gonna put them out. That's what's gonna end it for them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's crazy. Like, so it's almost like growing immune, or so you think, to toxicity, and so you settle with that because you feel like it can't really hurt you no more than it has. You feel like you're more familiar with it. Like you feel like you know what to expect, right? You feel like you can't be undermined. So in a way, your mind has defined it as safe because you know it. You're familiar with it. You know the ins and outs. Like, you know that this person is bipolar. You know that this person does this when they do this at this time. Like, so you know how to make yourself small when necessary. You know how to maneuver and navigate through that. Is familiar grounds. But when something is unfamiliar grounds, it's easier to assume or be convinced that it's a threat. Like, for example, um if somebody have a dream and they see all these beings circling around you and stuff like that, shit, it's easy. And mind you, they never had a dream like this ever about anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, There's some type of unique experience in real time that they're having as a result of being connected with you. And so it's kind of this is unfamiliar grounds. And so it's easy for that person to be convinced by what they're most familiar with. Okay, their crew, their family, whatever. It's easier for that person to be convinced by what they're most familiar with, that something unfamiliar is threatening. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she told you those are angels. She told you those are ancestors. Man, that's a legion of demons. Like, this is somebody that's even like trying to use religion, like, or somebody's trying to. Somebody was there was something about people trying to use religion as a weapon against your like spirituality. These are people who accuse you of weaponizing spirituality or being one of those people that do that shit. You feel me? Like voodoo and throw stuff and cast spells and da 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 da. Somebody try to make it seem like you was that kind of person that does that to justify them weaponizing religion to undermine or denounce, you know, very supernatural, like high, like awakening, like set apart things about you. I mean, what? It's like somebody witnessing a person take a glass of water and turning it to wine. What? Oh hell no! Like you, what? Like what? What is that? So transmutation. There's something about you giving like the baseline of something, or giving like the minimal, or something that, from the perspective of the person giving it to you, they're looking at it like it's the lowest quality of what's being given to you. You can't possibly do much with that. Like, well, what could you possibly do with this, right? It's almost like how at a bar, there'll be all these different beverages and stuff like that that obviously cost money, and there's a hierarchy of how much they cost. But then something like water, right? Water may be cheaper, but water, you could get water for free, or you can get water for $1 compared to the other beverages that are, considered higher quality beverages. So somebody, it's like something about individuals being in this energy of giving you a glass of water instead of giving you wine, instead of giving you the finest of the finest. Like, it's something about people just giving you the bare minimum, and it's like, it's, what you gonna do with that? And there's something about you transmuting it, and them trying to ridicule you, or them trying to demonize the fact that you managed to alchemize or make something out of the little you were given. Heavy emphasis on support, the support or the lack thereof that you were given. What the hell? These people are trying to demonize. Let me tell you. So heavy emphasis on mixing the signals, okay? This is given like intentionally not supporting you because they're triggered about something, anything about you. Doesn't matter what it is. We don't have to talk about the physicalities. We don't have to talk about your mental, your intellect. We don't talk about none of that. Your talents. It can be any of that. Whatever. Suffice for them. Intentionally not supporting you. Right? And we've seen it reflected throughout history, okay, with people who are positively impactful and effective. That is typically a multitude of individuals, who move about in that energy of not trying to support intentionally not trying to support somebody, okay, hoping that something doesn't get up off the ground or something doesn't succeed, rise, improve, okay, progress, right? So it's like they're trying to make it seem like the ways in which we change things or cause things to change through, or through one another. And this person doesn't have that directly. So how are they doing it? Like they have to be doing something. Like so that's the narrative that they were trying to force fit. Somebody was trying to force fit a narrative. Oh, because they don't want to give you the credit of how brave and how courageous you are. Like this is giving Mulan. Like this is giving something like um something about your gender. It's something about your age. There's something there's something about your you can yo there's something about you where you're not supposed to be able to do something by yourself, or you're not supposed to be able to do something. You're not supposed to know how to do something. Okay? I heard how to survive, how to thrive, how to overcome, how to conquer, how to be more than a conqueror. You're not supposed to know how to do that. So these people disregard, these people who's supposed to be religious, disregard God saying all of that. That you're more than a conqueror. That all things are possible all things are possible for those who love God. So somebody tried to trick you into feeling like your love is not enough and your love will never be enough. They wanted you to feel like your love, your sincerity, your loyalty, you know, your authenticity, your integrity, your Samaritan or good natured energy will never be enough to get you your heart's desires. Somebody I don't know, like there's this energy of just constantly trying to take something from you, ruin something, disrupt something for you. Like, and just constantly doing that and just wanting you to no longer believe in your loving energy, like um attracting the things that you want or the things that you deserve, things that you pray for. And it's like simultaneously they wanted this to translate into your belief in God, your connection with God, your love for the divine, or your belief in divinity, whatever keeps you grounded, whatever keeps you going, whatever keeps you like showing up, like it's some type of strength that these people are seeing. Let me pull some tarot. Oh my god, that is crazy. Mm. And you know what I'm hearing too? Like you guys are meant to have exclusive experiences and like be exclusively associated with people. Like you guys can also embody like an exclusiveness like about you, like about um like how many people you be with and how you be moving and stuff like that. Okay. But there's some type of trait or details about you that has some type of exclusivity to it. Okay. And I'm saying that they're having me say that because people were trying to weaponize um community against you. Like the majority, so it's like quantity over quality. People were trying to weaponize quantity against you when you align with quality experiences, like exclusive access with people. Like this is giving like bosses, CEOs, celebrities, movie stars, like the people that they want to be associated with, or the people that they want to get approval from. Confirmation with the two of cups and the four of wands. Oh my god. Yeah. So there's something about people underestimating you and you doing some type of groundwork energy. You got the justice card. People underestimate you because of how things appear externally or like um however they see you living your life or what you're doing, or I don't know, maybe they're trying to say you're not popular enough to be accepted or to be validated or to be valid or to be approved or to be worth investing in. But there's something about groundwork that you do, like some type of um like doing the shit that no one else want to do, or that most would hmm there's something about you being rewarded by the divine because of your connection with the divine and the groundwork that you do. So this is getting like, even if somebody is a celebrity, or even if somebody has a whole lot of money, status or something like that, there's something that they won't do for God that you do, that you will, that you do all the time, and you being rewarded for that. Okay. Hmm. The high priestess confirmation. Confirmation. The groundwork, preventative measures, underneath the surface, beneath the surface, high priestess. Um, hmm, suppressed, repressed, uh, trauma tied to setbacks, tied to disruptions in success. So with this justice and high priestess energy, not only are you able to see what would be a potential hindrance to someone and their success, um, this is also like, so is it truth? This is also you providing information, secret information, with this book, this crescent moon, high priestess, the sword, and the scales to create some type of balance. Okay, you providing some type of information. So not only are you, so you highlight it, but you highlight it like with this sacred energy. So you acknowledge um potential hindrances in somebody, like whether they be like an emotional flaw, identity flaw, or whatever, like um a way of being, a behavior, a self-destructive behavior, self-sabotaging habits, putting sense to it, okay, putting truth to it, that maybe this person or these people may have challenges around articulating for themselves. There's something about you putting words, okay, you putting understanding and comprehension um to where people often feel misunderstood. So you understanding what's often misunderstood about them, okay? And so this making you a safe space emotionally. Like you're not going to hide your challenges, your trials and tribulations, you know, because you feel like it's something that you're ashamed of, or something that this person is going to judge you negatively about. Like there's something about you owning um the trials, the challenges. I mean, they're really achievements, honestly. Like a lot of these things were externally afflicted. This is just like spiritual warfare. Like it's not really anything to be ashamed about. But I feel like there's a thin line on slipping into that place of shame about it. But because you have the understanding as to why these things were, why these things played out in your life like this, or why these things happen, you didn't slip into that energy of like shame and doom. What the hell? Yeah, like you're somebody, you get up and you fight for yourself. Like even if something does happen and you wallow in it, whatever, like you're the type of soul, especially if you're somebody who typically like sparks other people's uh, like if you're somebody who often like encourages, motivates, empowers, inspires other people, like this spark, like this new flame, if you're somebody who often resparks or reignites other people's passions and stuff, you're like this self-generating flame. Like so there's this illusion of putting your flame out, okay, or your flame being put out, and then it just re-catching fire, okay? You have the Knight of Wands and the Magician, and the Nine of Wands, Perseverance. Oh my God, and the King of Wands. That is crazy. Big flame energy. That is crazy. Wow. Generating something new. Yeah, you're like there's something about you coming through and transmuting something. Like coming through and transmuting wherever you go, wherever you're aligned, wherever you're guided. Like there's something about you coming through and transforming something, okay? Transmuting something. Yeah. And it's giving something that could have been long standing, okay, with this nine of wands, like and it's given that it does not take much, like for you to just come in and shake up a foundation in a positive way. Okay, you come in and you spark some type of like new, or it's like the path, the path that God had already forged. Okay, it's like you. If there's some type of illusion or like another path made like to mislead people, like you kind of just walk into the environment and you put a lamp on the path that God like forged or fortified. Like this was crazy. And this is so personal to you though. Like this is just you wanting to personally be in alignment with the divine for yourself. And so wherever you go, that's just that's your reality. It's like for you, you're like this walking lamp. You let your light shine. Like it's not you're not doing this, you're not exposing shit, okay, to harm anybody. But these people are responding to you as if you are, okay, and convicted. They're like convicted in doing this. Like they're, oh my God. Damn. Yeah, there's something about you. There's something about you out. There's something about you healing repetitively, or like several cycles of you having to heal without a proper apology. Like there's something significant about. um, half-hearted apologies, fake apologies, egotistical apologies. Okay, you're coming out as this Queen of Wands, and you didn't allow this to take you out of this Queen of Wands energy. Your recovery time is a lot quicker than you're realizing. Especially if you knew what exactly these people were doing. Um, damn, what exactly they were saying. There's something about the detail. There's something about what exactly they were saying. There could have been so much gossip that you guys could have like literally been hearing the gossip with the Eight of Swords, but it's in the reverse. So there's something about that changing. Three of Swords. Is that why it changed? It changed because of some type of betrayal. Uh-uh. I did see the King of Swords. So you was picking up on like some projections, like uh a lot of swarming thoughts and stuff like that, like low vibrational thoughts, like to trigger some type of emotional reaction out of you and stuff like that. And it seemed like it subsided like out of nowhere. So first of all, let's acknowledge how grounded you are, okay, with the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. First of all. So this could be like what you typically lean on to steady yourself, to fortify yourself, to rebalance yourself. Heavy emphasis on prayer, heavy emphasis on grounding, exercise, stretching, um, what you intake. Okay, there's something about you knowing how to stabilize yourself. Okay. But there could be a King of Swords, Emperor, um, air sign, fire sign, Aries, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, who put their foot down like about some gossip or some shit, bro. Like as well. Um, so all all these thoughts subsided because there's an emperor wanting to come towards the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this self-sufficient, self-sustaining energy for some type of wheel of fortune or to create some type of wheel of fortune. So this is why these projections subsided. Somebody's feeling heartbroken by this. Somebody's feeling betrayed. Um, who is this feeling betrayed? Oh. Hmm. Hmm. There's something significant about how you come to terms with something or your higher knowledge or your higher wisdom, like helping you to heal, okay, or know how to call something. There's something about you know just knowing how to defend yourself spiritually, mentally, emotionally. And a lot of people not really being, well, let's just say, uh, people, many people not really being conscious of that and not really knowing how to defend themselves in that way. Okay. Yeah, you got seven of cups in the reverse and the five of cups. You're not confused, or you weren't confused about what was being done to you or what was going on. You weren't confused. You weren't confused as to why people were behaving the way that they were. Like, so, okay, there could be something significant about psychology, sociology. Some of you guys have a background in psychology, sociology, human services, humanitarian, something like that. Um, hmm, criminal, criminal law or a law could be significant. Um, yeah, it's like you guys are really good with paying attention to context clues and gestures and um behavioral changes and being able to identify anxiety and nervousness and all this shit. You feel me? Huh. It's something about you guys being real comfortable in your own mind, like in your own thoughts, and this is also why you're able to kind of pick up on what people are trying to hide or like distract distract away from, overlook. Ignorance is bliss. Huh. And this is why you not being so this is why the seven of cups is in the reverse and the five of cups is in the upright. So choosing to embrace knowledge, intelligence, and awareness is like it's not, sometimes it can be very painful. Hmm. So somebody fell for some type of illusion of options here, okay, with the seven of cups in reverse, and they're in regret now. So be somebody who fumbled an empress, or somebody thought an empress in the reverse, um, or that they could have some type of, so hmm, they could be a karmic mother or karmic nurturer. This is given like there's some type of exchange here for this person's nurturing that's toxic. This even just be, this could be like a somebody who weaponizes somebody's insecurities against them, but then goes behind it with like nurturing them so that that person can be emotionally dependent or codependent onto them, like for being soothing their ego. I don't know, but somebody was projecting something here. You got three of wands in a reverse, so and the empress in reverse. Somebody could feel, there could be energy around possibility of forfeiting a future with you. Um, somebody was submitting to an absent parent to at an attempt to mend the betrayal that they felt from the absence. Okay. So somebody was submitting to this person's um yeah, taking action with the eight of wands. Somebody was submitting to this person's request, their demands to please them or to damn, what was this confirmation? Yeah. This could be a parent that somebody felt Ten of Swords by in the past. Yeah, with the Ace of Cups, is somebody that they love. Hmm. Somebody regrets listening to a karmic parent. Yeah, karmic mother, Queen of Cups in the reverse. Damn, like somebody was very manipulative. Uh, can you clarify? Seven of Swords. Somebody was sneaky as fuck. Yeah. Wow. So you got the Queen of Cups reverse, the Seven of Swords reverse, the Page of Cups reverse, and the Two of Swords. So this is somebody who's very strategic. Like they really did a good job with keeping something hidden on the hush hush or keeping something like so so that somebody wouldn't find out about something here and what was being done. Somebody who cleaned up their drugs. There's a lot of love bombing involved. There's also like there's a pattern of love bombing and withdrawal, like withdrawing love and giving love that his mother was using. Yeah, confirmation. I see my other high priestess card, and he got the star card. I feel like this is that energy of, but that's still my mom. That's still my dad. You get what I'm saying? Even though this person could be projecting failure over your life or loneliness onto you, or yeah. Even though distance is required, even though being more private with this person is necessary to protect like your foundation, okay? It's like somebody has to finally overcome the fact that that's their mom, that's their sister, that's their this, that's their that. Like somebody knows that when somebody has some type of knowledge of somebody that they're dating, something that they're doing, something that they're planning, someone that they're going, a new opportunity, like something negative just suddenly happens. It seems like after this person knows about it, like this person that they love so much. Like this, they have sympathy for this person. It's something about knowing this person's trauma, like knowing this parent's trauma, knowing this loved one's trauma, and having sympathy and compassion. But it's something about having sympathy and compassion at their own expense. Like somebody. is finally like, yeah. Somebody knows that if they really want to experience some type of real change here, this is how they're going to get out of their head or get out of like some type of loveless situation here or feeling unlovable, like get out of some type of loveless situation. Somebody who feels trapped in some type of loveless situation. Okay. Yeah. Like there's something about this energy of just having to be strong and tolerate some type of abusive energy. Like this could be overt, covert abuse as well. This could be uh, what the fuck? Like this could be habits that are abusive. On behalf of this loved one. Um, that this person or that were subjected to. So there's something about by this person not making the change that their soul, that divine is guiding them to make with this karmic tie or against this karmic tie, they're also like pro- they're also like kind of prolonging this parent or this person's transformation as well. Mm. So somebody has to stop submitting to you have to stop submitting to this toxic individual, whomever it is, in order to really initiate a true transformation with the Tower card, the Ace of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. This could even have something to do with um this has potential to transform somebody's appearance, somebody's foundation, hmm, someone's fortune for good, like to have divine favor. Why is the lovers reversed here? It's something about a loveless situation, loveless dynamic that feels like a trap. Yeah, with the high priestess. Might could be a Pisces or Gemini. Pisces, Gemini, Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio. Damn. It could be a karmic Gemini significant or a karmic Leo. Somebody was confused. Like, you know how that saying about snakes in the grass? Somebody was confused because these snakes were like in perceived higher places, like higher places for them, um, like family tree energy. Like their snakes was in their family tree, okay? So yeah, that was kind of hard for somebody to digest here. Like somebody was definitely seeing truth and withholding, speaking up about it, addressing it. Yep, ignoring it, making excuses for it, overlooking it, tolerating it. With the high priestess here and the devil reverse. Yeah, and holding on with the four of pentacles. Okay, so there could be a king of pentacles practicing restraint or suppressing or restraining themselves, or somebody's trying to hold up, delay, block a King of Pentacles energy, a solid person. Why? Because some type of judgment that's not going to go in their favor about something they took, about something they hid, something they stole, or something they hid. But no, one, two. Okay, that's five. Oh, bless me. About something they did to win at all costs, something that they communicated, some type of form of communication. And this can be text messages, emails, letters, something, or just word of mouth, something that they communicated to cause somebody to move away. Yeah, Five of Swords and the Sun card in reverse. There's that Carmen Leo. Five of Swords in the upright. Clarifying the Six of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles to get somebody to move away from something and not work on something. Okay. Or to work on something else. This has somebody in regret with the Five of Cups. Somebody regrets moving away to work on something else. Somebody definitely regret not cutting somebody off like sooner than later, especially like with the Sun card crossing sooner than later. Sooner than later. With the Lovers card in reverse and the Sun on the bottom of the card, sooner than later. Okay? Somebody was definitely dragging something out. Mm-mm. Something that would have never, something that could never be solid, something that would never work. Damn. Yeah, this is somebody who just completely neglected their own emotions and just went with what a group guided them to do. You got the Hierophant in reverse, the King of Cups in the reverse, like, and this is the life that they're constantly trying to get us to submit to. Um, Giving up on what we love, who we love, not investing, honoring what we love, okay, and just submitting to some type of social construct, okay, or a community or an environment or the way that things are or the masses. Like that's what it's given. Okay. Mm. It says you're peculiar. There's nothing wrong with you. You are this way on purpose and naturally. There's definitely people or somebody projecting an energy for you to feel or questioning how you are or to feel awkward, to feel weird or feel rejected somehow, like because of how you are or who you are, or heavy emphasis on how you are, but you're really just peculiar person. There's nothing wrong with you, and you're this way on purpose, naturally, like it's necessary. Like God has you this way on purpose. Like there's something very influential, impactful, okay, about the way that you are. So there was people intentionally attacking the way that you are. Like, hmm. It says, "Are you a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare?" Confirmation. Like, it's something about somebody who's genuinely a sweetheart. Okay, I was getting this message the other day too about, imagine you being afraid of somebody like cheating on you and betraying you in that way, like as a man, and then you allow other people to convince you to not invest in that person whom you fear doing that, and guide you or redirect you towards something else, redirect you to yours, that fear that unfolds, and then the person that you allow yourself to be redirected from, that person is suffering because they really was loyal and this, that, and the third. So now you both are suffering. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, ain't that crazy how if love would have just been uninterrupted, there's a lot. There's. I'm thinking about Back to the Future. Like, I'm thinking about those kind of movies and those shows. Like when you change something in history and how it just completely reorganizes the future. Like, there's something about people putting their hands on something like that was supposed to remain untouched. A connection. That is crazy. That is crazy. A binding spell in private. Word trickery. Wow. Binding spell in private, word trickery, tricking somebody into agreeing, into accepting, okay, into being receptive of some type of spell or something that would have some type of adverse effects in their life or somebody that they're connected to, somebody being targeted through them. It says people have been experiencing major karma behind the scenes for what they've done to you. So now this is the reality. Okay. So now this is the reality for people meddling. Okay. Cloaking you in their energy, trying to make you look bad because of you or about you because of you, like about you because of you. Heavy projection. So somebody's retreating from others or the world about you or because of you because of some type of heavy projection. Saying is one thing when it's really another. So there's something about them trying to protect themselves or secure their whereabouts or something like that so they can just, somebody's trying to sneak off and do something, like somebody's trying to retreat just for themselves, or somebody wants to retreat with you, retreating from others or the world. And someone's trying to delay, they're trying to stop or something or block this. So this is confirmation for that Two of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Somebody was trying to delay or block that person, trying to redirect. You got redirection, change in alignment, rearrange, and distort. Okay, they're trying to redirect um someone's future. It says you are reflecting the habits of someone who is heavily in your energy. Yeah. So the thing about when people do things to you, there's something about them having this rude awakening of fucking you over is deeper than what they expected. Like, what the hell? Okay. Yeah, these people are twisted, deranged, and toxic. Unrealistic to think that this is okay. Like it's okay for them to um formulate these strategies to drain your energy or drain you of your energy and disrupt your blessings, your milestones, or delay certain milestones that are supposed to happen for you. Like whether this is pertaining to your family or you creating a family, um, you know, your relationship, like people attacking your love life out of jealousy and envy, like so your marriage and stuff like people trying to delay bigger things that are supposed to be birthed from these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there is a lot of it's a lot going on. Like your spirit team, the divine, like this. I'm gonna do another video talking about this too. Like, there is something about people experiencing God's wrath and assuming that it's some type of devil work being done on them because of how severe, how intense, how gory, how dark the karma is. Like, they think this is some type of demonic activity going on, but it's it's divine retribution. It's justice. Okay, so mm, 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 mm. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, there's the energy here again about um people trying to attack your belief in God and stuff like that. There could have been people associated to a counterpart that was trying to make it seem like you don't really believe in God, or you're faking, it's false, like something like that. You worship false gods, um, or you don't really know God, and da 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 da. You have other motives. Yeah, but there's something about word trickery, to basically threaten people's steadiness in their faith in the divine. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I feel like because there's something about somebody trying to say, well, where was God when this happened, and where was God, da 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 da, and this being why they don't believe in God, or why they're trying to convince. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna talk about this. We'll unpack that in another video. I'm gonna end it here. Um, but I'll see you guys on the next video.